Here we go with more Deathmark. Here's what happened on the previous episode. She just jump kicked my face off. This is a full rat model, right? Full rat model? Oh my god. No, wait, we're good, right? We were supposed to use clear bottle and lighter. My god, we messed up. Fudged up. I can't use it. The sound can no longer be used. I already used it. Well. Whoops. No, that's right. Nope, that's wrong. Yeah, go ahead and scream. Let it out, buddy. I understand. This likes to die, don't it? When she gets close, heartbeat gets louder. Like I'm aroused for some reason. Hashtag awkward boner. Smile, big boy. What I do with the hatchet and carp streamer. I don't understand why pigs are afraid of carp streamer. Yeah. She's stripping for me. Oh, she's stripping for me. Awkwardly. I yell as loud as I can to the megaphone. Sue's entire body convulses. Like a puppet with cut strings, pieces of her body turns into lumps and fall to the floor. Asura didn't save you then, did she? Let's lose this horrible stench of bodily fluids and blood hanging in the air. So, just your average smell around here. Don't sense some zoo anymore. I can still smell her though. It's back to normal. Not soon, she's gonna die. You know she's gonna die. But as expected, mine's still there. So there's still spirits in the city? Wow, with the trash talk. Look on my face is probably obvious. Eye looks at me apologetically. Don't be like that, you're gonna die soon. I've gotten used to it. Just glad you and Yasuka safe now. Mr. Hojo. I feel weird. Anyway, I wonder what this is. It's a piano. There's a folded paper on the ground where Miss Sue vanished. I open it and find it's an old map. Shine the flashlight on it, the first word I can see is army. Army of spirits? Is this what Miss Haru said was stolen from her? Could be. I put the map in my bag. We finally bid farewell to the music room and its beast and perfume smell. You ain't going far. You ain't going far! Oh, wait a second. What is- I think I dropped something in there. No, you didn't! Let's continue! Bring that sheet. No. Reminder of my music beating evil. You know, this would make great inspiration for a new song. You're not gonna sing it, you're gonna die. Kinda don't want to linger here. Yeah, I'll just be 2 secs. No, you won't! 2 secs. Why would you say it like that? I dashes back inside the music room before I can say anything in reply. Jeez. Shouldn't he know by now she's gonna die? Julia does whatever she wants. Christy was the same way. Is this what happens when you become famous? No, I'm being unfair. Huh, I wonder why she screamed. Hi? The door slides closed. I reach out with my right hand to open it. Ow, my wrist hurts. She must be in there dying, like everybody else. Burns in pain. Look at the door to open it. But it won't open. Aye, what's happening? Aye. I slams the door over and over, trying to break it down. It doesn't budge an inch. Play the carp song! Play the carp song, aye! We're on spirits enough by now, and something supernatural's at work here. I feel overwhelming powerless, like I'm trying to destroy a steel door with my hands. I keep pounding on it with my fists. That's what all guys do, isn't it? The door slides open on its own suddenly. I stumble into the room as if I am being pulled in. I knew the moment I heard her scream. I actually see it in front of me. Her head on a desk. It's just too much. Whatever sky resolve I'd held onto has now vanished into the night. The pale flesh and organs scattered about. Only a few limbs remain in the pool of blood. Soft skin. Her bubbly, innocent smile. Did the nest of snakes devour her? Or the spirit we thought we'd killed? Calm down, dude, you're not dead. The grief rises up in me like a tremendous violent storm. Drag my useless body out of the school. Again! Judging by the fact that each time we kill a spirit, they kill one of our people. He should have known. And get into the car. I desperately want to be far away from the school as fast as possible. I managed to regain some calm on the walk from the garage to the entrance hall. Man, we can't even talk to Mary. Mary's not even here anymore. Now that Mary's gone, I need to keep it together. It's gonna like break down sobbing. Oh, welcome back. Why couldn't you die instead? Why'd it have to be the hot one? I believe I must thank you. My mark has indeed vanished. I still have mine though. I mean, not that I believe that it's going to kill me or anything. It doesn't bother me at all. By the way, where's Miss I? I couldn't protect her. Oh. Well, thank goodness you at least were able to make it back safely. That's all Yasuka says, but her eyes betray how she really feels. They're filled with a deep sadness. Poor girl. But being sad over it won't bring her back. Come on, shake it off. You didn't see what I saw, lady, okay? On the other hand, Hiru seems totally fine. She probably doesn't care much about people other than herself. More importantly, Mr. Hojo, did Tsukawa have anything on her? You mean this? I pulled the old map out of my bag. Yes, that's it. It's an important family heirloom. Hiru snatches the map out of my hand without ever so much as a thank you. Oh, I guess you deserve a reward. Have this instead. It gives me lipstick. Takes a purple notebook from her coat. The color's different, but the design matches the red notebook we found in the shelter. It's Tsukawa's diary. It was in her room. Looks like she was still sane when she wrote in it. I take the notebook from her. Seems Miss Zu was interested in the map of yours, Miss Hiru. Could you tell us more about it? No! Called it. It's basically just a treasure map. Well, now I want to know even more. Well, too bad! The clock begins to chime. It's almost dawn. Everyone should go get some sleep. You can use any room on the second floor. Thank you, that would be lovely. Also, Yasuka, you must leave the mansion tomorrow. There's no need for you to stay here now that your mark is gone. Oh dear. Are you telling me to leave you and Miss Hiru here by yourselves? Please don't joke. Saya specifically requested my assistance. I'm grateful, really. But those who have escaped the mark should return to their normal lives. That's the dying wish of Sayakajo, and Mayuri's as well. But, Yasuka, I'd like you to help out another way. I'm sure you know other people in the supernatural phenomenon field. Can you research the mark with your knowledge and connections? An investigation like that's beyond me. I know practically zero about spirits. This is the only thing I can think of. If Mary was still here, it'd be different, but... Yasuka stares at me silently. Stare right back into her eyes, not turning away. Like I did with that ghost dog. Sigh, fine. I'll leave the legwork to you, the young. I'll do what I can to help. I'm counting on you. Of course, I won't let you down. Her voice and posture exude confidence and reliability. I'm sure it's a good part of why she's so successful as a fortune teller. However, I shall rest for today. These old bones are exhausted. Good night. Jeez. So you're saying I have to stay? Not that I care. Get over yourself, lady. She didn't believe that the mark's cursed because it's unscientific. Of course, there's no way in hell I'd believe something like that. But it's also true that I haven't found solid proof to deny it either. And Miss Yakuka's mark really did up and disappear. So decide to stay here and see how this plays out. That's all. It's the truth. Uh-huh. I can see she's desperate trying to hide that she's terrified of the supernatural. Well, I owe you for saving me, so I'll tell you a bit about it. Could be related to the mark somehow, too. Are you talking about the map? Yeah. It's an underground shelter in each city. The only way Zakawa found that shelter was because of this map. Not sure why she'd be eager for an old map of facilities that had to be 50 years old. That's a secret. It's possible that whatever turns Zakawa into a monster is down there in that shelter. What? What do you mean? I've already told you that I have no intention of giving you any details. I'm tired too, so I'm going to bed. You can't tease me like that! Iru makes her way upstairs to the rooms. The end of our last conversation swirls around in my head. The shelter, army, Tsukawa transforming, and a deja vu I felt down in the shelter. What's it all mean? It's no use. My brain is so tired that the words are just repeating nonsensically over and over. Get my thoughts in order. Might as well go to bed for today. The road to madness. Who do I talk to? Does I talk to myself? Mary isn't here anymore. Should I rest for today? I decide to rest now. Chapter 4, Miss Zoo. End. It's been nearly a day since we found Mary. We're like a boat adrift on the ocean without a compass to guide us. Who knows where the currents will take us? Will we find salvation at the end? Hey, Mr. Hojo. Looks like we wasted a whole day. Is it going to be like this every day? You're done checking in here. Why don't we take a look outside? Mary said unnecessary contact with outsiders could speed up the mark's curse. If I lose any more of my memories, I'm not sure I'll be able to function. For the past 10 days, the only other person I've spoken to is a convenience store clerk. They explain we've only had TV dinners and snack food to eat. The sitting and waiting isn't going to accomplish anything. I'd rather not wind up forgetting my own name, like you. Not that I completely believe that this curse thing is real. She raised her voice to hide how it shakes. She's still stubbornly sticking to her denial of existence of spirits in the mark. I know she's already accepted it. After all, she went through it herself last night. Ghosts and curses don't exist. Why'd this have to happen to me? Calm down. Aru startled at the sudden knock. A visitor in the middle of the night? I need Mary to know it's a mark bearer. Right. Sorry to impose on you so late. A tall, thin man walks in. Are you like a corpse already, dude? His skin is as white as a sheet and dark circles nearly swallow his eyes. It's almost like a dead person stands before us. You're Hojo and Haru, right? Heard about you and the mark from Yosuka before I came here. Something about Miss Zhu too? Sounds like you had a rough night. Seems to know Yosuka. Maybe she's following through on her promises to him to help us. Well, let's get introductions done. I'm Shuji Daimon. Think you can guess my occupation? Wearing this thing means I don't have to explain, thank goodness. He gestures to the stethoscope around his neck. Please bend over and cough. What kind of restless brings a doctor like you here? Damon's eyes flicker over at suspicion in Haru's tone. No need to be so defensive. I have the cursed scar, same as you. Mark. He unbuttons his shirt to reveal a familiar mark on the left side of his chest, directly over his nipple. It suddenly appeared one day, but to be honest, I never thought it'd happen to me. Maybe it's punishment for being stupidly curious about it. Curious? Did you know about the mark before Yosuka told you about it? Yeah, that's right. There's mention of a strange scar in my grandpa's records as a military physician. I did some personal research. A military physician's records would mean they'd be from the Second World War. More than 50 years ago. But that doesn't add up. Rumors of the mark only started about a month ago now. If it was mentioned in those records, the rumors would be much older. There's a reason for that. Patients with the symptoms were kept in a secret army laboratory. Ah! Army! Army! After the war, all top-secret documents related to the lab were burned. Except the clinical records I found. Secret lab, huh? That's kinda hard to believe. Dr. Diamond, you don't mean to say the mark was used as some sort of biological weapon. Every country had at least one or two soldiers who were divinely possessed. People only call on gods when they're in trouble. It was the end of the war. And they were backed in a corner. How unscientific. Don't you think so, Mr. Hojo? Can't deny it's possible. What? Are you serious? I can see why Yosuka gave her your stamp of approval. The way you consider every possibility is indeed admirable. That open-mindedness must allow you to face the supernatural. However, it's hard to picture the mark being used as a weapon. It seems the 13th Army Engineering Lab was developing something. It's called the Cannon Soldier. Cannon Soldier. That makes me think of the Bodhisattva cannon? 50 years ago, and the Buddha statues. It can't be. Dr. Damon, where's that lab? Unfortunately, I have no idea. Sorry. The documents my grandfather kept don't give any details about it. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Hojo. That 13th Army Engineering Lab? It's the shelter Tsukawa went to. He pulls out her old map. I'd wanted to keep it secret, so I'd rather not die from this mark, I'll tell you. This shows the entrances to the 13th Army Engineering. Oh, now she shows me. Now she believes she's gonna die. Now I should let you die, Lee. Whoa, are you serious? Cough, cough. When he looks at me, he starts coughing. But my apologies. Where'd you get that, Haru? My grandfather passed 6 months ago. We were sorting his belongings. Isn't the other of his secret lab just fascinating? So I thought I'd look into it. And then Miss Tsukawa stole it. I accidentally let it slip to her. She loved strange experiments like that. They probably stuck with her. Not as much, though. Whatever turned her into a monster is down in that secret lab. That's a pretty unscientific line of reasoning. Using the occult to turn yourself into a monster is utter nonsense. But if there's a scientific method behind it, I'll have to consider it. I suppose that's just how she is. Was your grandfather involved with the lab in some way, Haru? He could have been. All I know is he was an engineer with the rank of captain. Wait, hold on. You're both grandchildren of people involved in the engineering lab? And now both of you had the mark? Yes, that would be correct. That and our lab codes are probably all Haru and I have in common. From what we understand, people with the mark appeared in the secret lab 50 years ago. There might be something there that'll help us find the truth behind the curse. That's also the origin of the Cannon Soldier, a name that reminds me of a statue. The traces of Miss Zoo in the shelter. They might all be connected to the Buddha statues that were stolen from a shrine. Dr. Damon gave us a lot of info. We'll have to thank Yasuka for introducing him to us. The fates are indeed mysterious. Dr. Damon, will you help us? Yes, of course. Just don't expect anything physical. Are you sick? You don't look so well. Yes, something like that. I don't practice what I preach. Haha. His dry laugh sounds like he's deflecting. He's abnormally thin for a man his age. It's possibly that he's gravely ill. So we're heading to the shelter? About that. We were stopped from going further by a locked door. A strange old man was there too. I doubt he'll cooperate with us though. It'll be different to break in from there. Difficult. Where'd you enter the shelter? A manhole on K. Miyamichi North Road. I see. She opens the map and studies it. You're right, an entrance is there. There seems to be one other one. It's at M Now South Alley. Have you tried going there? No, not yet. But let's go there. Hopefully we can get in. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of the Cannon Soldier. Let's bring old Sickaroo with us. I probably should have brought the chick. She has the map. Route M Now South Alley. Like the North Road, is silent and empty. It's hard to believe a lab entrance is on a residential street like this. In any case, we should look around. What I was going to do. Gosh. The nerve of people in this game. There are traces of the name of the store up by the roof. It looks like it's closed now. Even though it's a residential area, the street is completely deserted. There's a manhole. Unlike K. Miyamichi, this road only has one. Definitely looks suspicious. The manhole lid has a place to grip it, just like the one at K. Miyamachi. This has to be it. Still, this is strange. Why doesn't the public have any idea about this underground shelter? You think the sewer department would, at least. A reasonable conclusion. We can assume all info in this place is being concealed by someone. It'd be trouble if it were made public, huh? It's possible. There's people who used to be involved. Yes, some are still alive today. A certain city representative used to be my grandfather's colleague. Kujo's may not be innocent either. Were they involved somehow? Oh, you don't know? After the war, the Kujo head was prohibited from public services. It was because he assisted the army in some manner. It could have been involved with the lab. If I had to make a guess. This manhole is a Pandora's box for any dignitary with a damaged reputation. I wonder what secrets we'll find. Still, you know a lot about it, considering. I'm interested in the lab myself, though not as much as Haru is. I've already done some research. But, this being such an important secret place, isn't it a little too easy to get into? True, they're not guarding it. The lid could have originally been locked or bolted shut somehow. Miss Zoo might have done away with the restraints. Oh. When I lift the lid, a musty smell greets me. Ah, this smells familiar. Like the other entrance, the hole goes deep. Thankfully, there's a ladder here too. Which reminds me of when I was a kid. Let's get going, Hojo. Damon and I descend into the dark world hidden beneath the H-City. What awaits us down in the darkness? Will we find the truth we're seeking? Find out next time. Or hell smeared with blood. That sounds about right. Hell smeared with blood. Chapter 5, Cannon Soldier. sight that greets us at the bottom is the same as what we saw at K Miyamachi. The looming concrete walls and the suffocating stagnant air. Is someone singing? We're listening to radio. We weren't wrong to assume that the two places are connected. Bro, are you gonna die on me? This is not a place someone with bad lungs like me should be. And is that an army song? Hearing that, I feel worse. In 50 years, there's no way a radio or phonograph is still playing. Something supernatural has to be at work. It's so easy to fall back and blame things on the supernatural now. I've gotten too used to this occult world. I see. I don't have any spiritual powers, so that kind of thing is beyond me. You say so, then I believe you. It's a blood stain. Mr. Sickly isn't looking so hot. That's why we don't mind if he dies. There's an area within the stain that is a lighter color than the rest. Let's feel it. Run my fingers over it and realize that something is stuck to the floor. Keep scratching it until it starts to crease, and I manage to pull it off the floor. So, he's rubbing his fingernail in a blood stain, trying to get something off the floor. I'm done. I'm done with you, dude. What's back here? Oh, what's that lock? Is that the dude we saw? His blood? Or is he the one doing it? There are pitch black stains. Is this blood? Seems so. Still, there's entirely too much of it. It's like a blood bag burst. But doesn't that other thing bother you too? Of course it bothers me. I imagine we're on the same page. Looks like something was posted here. There's a clearly defined clean space on the wall, as if something had been there. Looks like it avoided being sprayed with blood because something was originally posted here. Some kind of poster or bulletin? There's unfortunately no way to know. Stains seem to be old blood. Crackles and breaks off into flakes when I run my fingers over it. Quit touching shit. You're gonna get AIDS or something. This looks like an emergency light. This place is abandoned. Has the power generator been running for all these years? Another place. I open my eyes wide and stare at the white space that might have been a poster. I'll end up drying out my eyes. Why'd you open your eyes wide? Stains seem to be old blood. You're just, you know what? You're not even gonna die from supernatural. You're gonna die from gangrene or something. AIDS, HIV, whatever. Gonorrhea. Total blood leads to the ladder at the entrance. Was someone trying to escape? Something flows swiftly down the pipes. Just laugh at me? Don't laugh at me. It's not funny. Let's go straight. My god, there's too many paths. It's dumb. The dried blood is blackened on the floor. There's quite a lot. Whoever left it probably died. You think? Thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and if you enjoyed it, leave a like and hit the sub for more walkthroughs, playthroughs, and let's plays on the gaming experience.